My older brother always told me, there is only one thing worse than not making the school's basketball team: warming the bench for the school's basketball team. He had been on the team for several years, and he never actually got in games. He would always come back home to me disgruntled, and I never understood why, because when I finally made the team, I followed suit and played a breathtaking 13 seconds the entire season. But that's not the thing. I was not upset. I never complained. I sat on the bench gleefully. When my team would win, I would celebrate as if I had played every second. However, when the team lost, I often felt unfulfilled and useless. Despite how content I was with my first row seats on the bench, I still always wondered if there was anything that I could have done to help out my team whenever we were down. Let's just say it's a little difficult to change the game on the court while sitting on the bench. Yet so many people do just that. They regretfully sit on the bench, not in a basketball game, but in life. They watch important decisions being made by those individuals who are out there playing in the fast-paced game and taking an active role, all the while wondering if they're talented enough or intellectual enough to actually make a difference. From then on, I resolved to no longer be one of those people. As comfortable as it may be having a front row seat at all of the things that go on in front of you, the only thing more fulfilling is actually making those changes. And how do you know that you're capable of those changes? Because all of the power that I need to accomplish all of the goals that I want are inside of me. As Michael Jackson once said, I'm starting with that man in the mirror. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Now, Michael Jackson may not be the most credible source on self-enlightenment, but his words still ring true. If you want to change the world or your society for better, the best place to begin is within. I make small decisions. I'm not going to sit around and wait for some big idea to come along and make me rich, or make me famous, or make me successful, or allow me to help other people. What I'll do is I'll think about every small decision, every tiny action, as if it had a grand effect. No, I'm not saying that I'm hoping that one day I'll make some little insignificant decision that'll change the world forever. I'm counting on it, as most people should. Go forth pretending as if every single action that you make is contributing towards a greater good. It doesn't take too much. Just a tiny drop of water can forever change and disturb the social pool in which you dwell. You've just got to be willing to be one of those drops of water. Because after all, that's what the team needs. That's what this world needs. And most importantly, that's what this company needs. Morgan Stanley is certainly not at a lack of intelligence or at a lack of talent. What this company needs is individuals who are willing to go ahead with their ideas, to not put their foot in their mouth, and to not hold back, to pay attention to every small little decision they make, knowing that ultimately it'll have a great effect, even if it is a negative decision. As the great American hero Spider-Man once said, with this great power comes a great responsibility. Well, actually, it wasn't him that said it. It was his uncle, but it's all the same in comic books. You just have to be willing to make decisions, positive or negative, to change the world around you, and also willing to deal with the consequences of those decisions. It takes a very mature and responsible person to do that. And I believe that I am gaining this maturity and responsibility with my experiences. I'm not saying that I'm the most talented applicant that you'll have, and I'm probably not going to be the most intellectual. But what I am is aware of my boundaries, because I don't have any. I'm willing to go as far as my body and my mind will allow me to go, and to allow nothing to stop me. Chris Gardner was one of those individuals, and he embodied it perfectly. As Margaret Mead once said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. But that was not my words. And my brother's words earlier were not mine either. I'll leave you with some of my words of wisdom. Let's all get up off our spots on the bench. Because after all, no matter how comfortable it gets, in this game of life, it really doesn't matter if you win or lose, because they are both better than warming the bench. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.